Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like time was moving faster than you expected? One day, you feel vibrant and full of life, and the next, you notice the small changes: your posture, your clothes, the way people react to you. The truth is, aging isn't just about wrinkles. It's about how you present yourself to the world. But here's the good news. Small habits can make a big difference. In this video, we'll uncover 7 aging habits that secretly hold you back, and how to fix them before it's too late. If you're ready, comment 1 below. Neglecting personal grooming. Speaking of habits that make you look older, let's start with one that's easy to overlook but makes a huge impact: personal grooming. It's not just about vanity. It's about the way you carry yourself and how others perceive you. When grooming slips, it sends a message, whether intentional or not, that you've stopped paying attention to yourself. And when that happens, people around you start noticing, even if they don't say it out loud. Take Robert, a 73-year-old retired teacher from Chicago. He used to take pride in his appearance, always clean-shaven, neatly dressed, and smelling fresh. But over the years, he started letting things slide. His hair grew unkempt, his nails went untrimmed, and his clothes, once crisp, now looked worn out. His friends and family noticed the change, but no one wanted to embarrass him by bringing it up. Then, one afternoon, he caught his reflection in a store window and barely recognized himself. That was the wake-up call he needed. The truth is, small details matter. Well-groomed individuals appear more confident, engaged, and full of life. Studies show that something as simple as a fresh haircut, clean clothes, or well-maintained skin can dramatically shift how people perceive you. And more importantly, it affects how you feel about yourself. A little effort can make you stand taller, smile more, and move through life with renewed energy. So, what can you do? Keep it simple, but consistent. Schedule regular haircuts. Trim your nails. Invest in a quality moisturizer to keep your skin looking healthy. Make sure your clothes are clean, well-fitted, and in good condition. If you wear facial hair, keep it neat and intentional. These aren't drastic changes, but they add up, and they make a world of difference. Think of it this way. If Robert could turn things around with just a few adjustments, so can you. Ready to take the first step? Comment 2 below, and let's keep going. Bad breath or body odor. Looking sharp is one thing, but how you smell is just as important, perhaps even more so. Unlike messy hair or wrinkled clothes, which people might politely overlook, bad breath or body odor is something they instinctively react to. And the tough part? Most people won't tell you about it. Instead, they'll take a step back, shorten conversations, or subtly turn their heads away. You might not notice, but they do. Just ask Frank, a 76-year-old jazz enthusiast from New Orleans. Frank loved catching up with old friends at his favorite coffee shop, sharing stories about the golden age of music. But over time, he noticed something strange. His once lively conversations started feeling rushed. People leaned away slightly when he spoke, and even his closest friends seemed less eager to linger. He had no idea why until his daughter, in the gentlest way possible, suggested he try a different mouthwash. That's when it hit him. His breath was the problem. Years of dehydration, medications, and a few skipped dental visits had taken a toll. The reality is, as we age, our sense of smell weakens, making it harder to notice changes in our own scent. Dry mouth, caused by medications or simply drinking too little water, can lead to persistent bad breath. Body odor can also shift due to diet, hormonal changes, or wearing clothes too many times before washing them. And while people might not say anything, their actions speak louder than words. So what's the fix? Stay ahead of it. Drink plenty of water throughout the day to keep your mouth hydrated. Use an alcohol-free mouthwash, brush your tongue, not just your teeth, and consider chewing sugar-free gum to stimulate saliva production. For body odor, shower regularly, wear breathable fabrics, and switch up your deodorant if needed. And don't forget, fresh clothes make a bigger difference than you think. Frank made a few simple adjustments, and suddenly, his social life changed. Conversations lasted longer, people leaned in again, and he felt more at ease. Want to make sure you're always making the right impression? Comment 3 below, and let's keep moving forward. Ignoring posture and body language. Fresh breath and good hygiene are crucial, but how you carry yourself speaks volumes before you even say a word. Your posture and body language are silent signals that tell the world how confident, engaged, and energetic you are. And whether you realize it or not, people notice. Slouching, shuffling, avoiding eye contact. These subtle habits can make you appear older, weaker, or disengaged, even if you don't feel that way inside. Just ask Eleanor, a retired librarian from Seattle. At 81, she was still mentally sharp and independent, but the way people treated her told a different story. Strangers rushed to help her with simple tasks, cashiers spoke to her more slowly, and family members constantly asked if she was feeling okay. It wasn't until she saw a candid photo of herself, shoulders hunched, arms crossed, gaze directed downward, that she realized what was happening. Her posture was sending the wrong message. Science backs this up. Studies show that people with upright posture and open body language appear more confident, youthful, and capable. In contrast, a slumped stance or hesitant movements can make you seem frail or withdrawn, even if you're not. The good news? Small adjustments can create a big shift in how others perceive you and how you feel about yourself. So how can you fix it? Start with awareness. When standing, imagine a string pulling you up from the top of your head, aligning your spine naturally. Keep your shoulders back, but relaxed. When walking, take deliberate steps. Avoid shuffling, which can signal uncertainty. In conversations, face people directly, maintain comfortable eye contact, and use small hand gestures to keep interactions engaging. These changes don't just improve how others see you, they reinforce your own sense of presence and self-assurance. Eleanor made a conscious effort to stand taller, walk with purpose, and engage more openly. Almost immediately, she noticed a shift. People treated her with more respect, and she felt more like herself again. Ready to command the room without saying a word? Comment 4 below, and let's keep going. Speaking too loudly or interrupting conversations. Posture shapes how people see you, but the way you speak plays an even bigger role in how they connect with you. Conversations should feel natural, an easy exchange of ideas where both sides feel heard. But as we age, an unnoticed habit can creep in, speaking too loudly or unintentionally interrupting others. And while most people won't call you out on it, they will react by withdrawing, speaking less, or even avoiding longer conversations. Take James, a 78-year-old former high school coach from Texas. He had always been the life of the party, full of stories and laughter. But over the years, something changed. At family gatherings, people subtly leaned away when he spoke. At restaurants, friends lowered their voices while he unknowingly raised his. His wife, Carol, started finishing his sentences to smooth over his interruptions. James didn't realize it until one evening when his grandson muttered, "Grandpa, you don't have to yell." It stung, but it made him stop and listen to himself and to how others were reacting. The truth is, hearing naturally declines with age, making it harder to judge volume. Without realizing it, You may speak louder than needed, or worse. Talk over people simply because you don't hear the natural pauses in conversation. And while you may not intend to dominate discussions, that's exactly how it can come across. So what's the solution? Awareness is key. Pay attention to how people react when you speak. If they lean back, glance around, or struggle to get a word in, it's a sign to adjust. A simple hearing test can help identify changes in perception. Consciously lowering your voice, pausing before speaking, and allowing space for others to finish their thoughts can transform conversations into something smoother, more enjoyable, and more balanced. James took the hint and made an effort to listen more, interrupt less, and control his volume. The result? Conversations flowed easier, and people were more eager to talk with him, not just tolerate him. If you're ready to make your words count, not just be heard, comment 5 below, and let's keep going. Complaining or criticizing too much. How you speak matters, but what you say is just as important. Conversations should feel uplifting, engaging, and enjoyable. But when negativity dominates, it slowly pushes people away, without you even realizing it. Constant complaints about how things used to be better, or criticisms of younger generations might feel like harmless observations. But over time, they create an invisible wall between you and those around you. Just ask Margaret, a 74-year-old retired nurse from Boston. She had always been opinionated, never afraid to speak her mind. At first, her comments were small, grumbling about the loud music in restaurants, questioning why her grandkids were always on their phones, complaining about the way people dress nowadays. But soon, it became a habit. Family visits grew shorter, phone calls less frequent, and her friends often forgot to invite her to social outings. She didn't understand why, until one evening her grandson hesitated before speaking and then finally asked, "Grandma, do you like anything these days?" That single question hit her harder than any criticism ever could. The reality is, negativity is contagious. It drains the energy from conversations and makes interactions feel exhausting rather than enjoyable. Nobody wants to spend time with someone who constantly points out flaws, no matter how valid those observations might be. And the worst part? It's easy to fall into the habit without noticing. So, how do you turn it around? Balance is key. Pay attention to how often your words lean toward the negative. If you catch yourself criticizing, pause and find something positive to say instead. Instead of, "Back in my day, things were better," try, "Things were different in my day, but I'd love to learn more about how they work now." Shifting from complaints to curiosity makes people want to engage with you, rather than avoid you. Margaret took this to heart and made a conscious effort to express more appreciation. The result? Conversations became lighter, family visits lasted longer, and she felt genuinely happier. If you're ready to bring more warmth into your interactions, comment 6 below, and let's keep moving forward. Wearing outdated or ill-fitting clothes. Shifting your mindset toward positivity can transform your relationships, but how you present yourself physically still plays a major role in how others perceive you. Clothing isn't just about fashion. It's about confidence, energy, and how you show up in the world. Whether we realize it or not, our outfits send a message. Wearing baggy, outdated, or worn-out clothes can make you look older, less engaged, and even less approachable. Just ask Howard, a 79-year-old retired engineer from Denver. In his younger years, Howard had a sharp sense of style, always dressed neatly, his shirts pressed, his shoes polished. But as he got older, he stopped caring as much. He stuck to the same faded polo shirts, oversized jeans, and sneakers that had long since lost their shape. At family gatherings, he noticed something strange. His adult children would suggest he freshen up before leaving the house, and his friends jokingly called him Professor Comfortable. One day, he caught a glimpse of himself in a store mirror and realized they were right. His reflection looked tired, outdated, and nothing like the man he still felt like inside. The truth is, what you wear influences not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Studies show that well-fitted clothing gives off an air of confidence and energy, while ill-fitting or outdated outfits can create the impression of sloppiness or disengagement. The best part, you don't need to follow fashion trends or spend a fortune. Just a few intentional choices can make all the difference. So what can you do? Start with the basics. Invest in a few well-fitted pieces, a crisp button-down shirt, properly tailored pants, or a stylish yet comfortable jacket. Choose colors that complement your skin tone and fabrics that hold their shape. Even small updates, like wearing polished shoes, a classic watch, or a well-kept hat, can elevate your look instantly. When you dress with care, you don't just look better, you feel better. Howard made some simple changes, and the results were immediate. He carried himself differently, received more compliments, and even felt a renewed sense of pride. If you're ready to refresh your wardrobe and reclaim your presence, comment 7 below, and let's keep going. Forgetting joy and creativity in life. Dressing well can help you regain confidence, but true vitality comes from staying curious and open to life's possibilities. One often overlooked habit that ages you more than anything else isn't physical at all. It's losing your sense of joy, curiosity, and creativity. When you stop exploring new interests or trying new experiences, your spirit ages faster than your body ever could. Let me introduce you to Evelyn, a vibrant 81-year-old from Portland, Oregon. Evelyn had always been known for her joyful personality and adventurous spirit. In her younger days, she painted landscapes, wrote poetry, and even traveled cross-country to explore art museums. But as she grew older, she unintentionally slipped into routine. Days turned repetitive. Same TV shows, same conversations, same routine. Before long, family and friends stopped sharing their exciting news with her, assuming she wouldn't be interested. Evelyn noticed people treating her differently, but couldn't pinpoint why. It wasn't until she overheard her granddaughter quietly telling a friend, "My grandma used to be so interesting," that Evelyn felt a pang deep in her heart. The reality is, staying youthful is more than just looking good. It's about nurturing your inner spark. Studies show that seniors who stay curious, learn new skills, or pursue creative hobbies maintain stronger mental sharpness and emotional wellness. More importantly, they attract positivity and genuine interest from those around them. Evelyn decided to change. She enrolled in a pottery class at the local community center, joined a neighborhood gardening club, and challenged herself to read one new book each month. The transformation was powerful. Conversations at family dinners became lively again. Friends eagerly asked about her projects, and Evelyn felt younger than she had in years. So, what can you do? Rediscover something that excites you. It could be art, music, gardening, cooking, or even traveling to a place you've never visited. Let your curiosity guide you. Life is richer when you're learning, creating, and connecting with new experiences. When you stay curious and creative, people don't just see your age, they see your spirit. Ready to reignite your inner spark and become the most captivating person in the room? Comment 8 below, and let's embrace change together. Now that you've discovered these 7 habits that quietly steal your vitality and connection to others, take a moment to reflect. Aging doesn't mean giving up your influence or becoming invisible. It's about making conscious choices that reflect who you really are inside. Remember, your appearance, speech, attitude, and even your spirit shape how others see and interact with you. But more importantly, these small changes can dramatically enhance your relationships, bringing warmth and respect back into your daily interactions. Maybe today you recognized yourself in Evelyn's story, or perhaps Robert's or Margaret's. If you did, that's okay. You're not alone, and more importantly, you're not stuck. Every habit you've heard about today is fixable with just a little bit of effort and awareness. Start small. Update your wardrobe, freshen your grooming, listen carefully when you speak, embrace positivity, and never stop exploring life's adventures. Each small change adds up, creating a powerful transformation not just in how you look, but in how you feel and how the world responds to you. Imagine a future where every room you enter brightens with your presence, where family and friends look forward to spending time with you, where your vibrant spirit inspires others, no matter your age. That future isn't far away. It's within your grasp right now. If you found today's story inspiring, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps us create more meaningful content that empowers and uplifts. Leave a comment below with one small change you plan to make today. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
This audio is made with Audio Toolkit for Windows Store.